Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And it's time for another Criterion Collection review. And if you've been watching the channel, you'll know I'm slowly but surely going through some of these great titles in the collection, and also participating on Letterboxd at Wes A-List in the Kino Lord 2022 Challenge. And this time the challenge asked us to watch a film from the 1960s. And one of the things from this that screams 1960s to me is the Beatles. So for the first time, I figured I'd check this film out. It is number 711 in the Criterion Collection from the year 1964. My review of the 1964 musical comedy, A Hard Day's Night, coming up now. John, Paul, George, and Ringo, the popular English rock band known as the Beatles, board a train for London. When they get to their destination, they're quickly driven to their hotel where they begin to feel cooped up. The boys get into some interesting escapades which threaten them, making their scheduled television concert. Will the Beatles go on in time? So what did I think of A Hard Day's Night? I thought it's a spectacular musical comedy film. It's directed by Richard Lester, who would go on to direct The Beatles again in Help, as well as movies such as The Three Musketeers, Superman 2, and Superman 3. A Hard Day's Night opened on July 6, 1964 in the United Kingdom and August 11, 1964 in the US, and was a hit with both audiences and critics alike. The film takes on a mock documentary style, showing us 36 hours of what it's like in the life of the Beatles in that time period. This is the Beatles' film debut, which was released right at the height of Beatlemania, and for those of us viewers who weren't around yet, it gives us a great idea of what it was like. As a fan of the group, it's great seeing the four of them together in their younger years. The film is very well shot and uses some innovative camera techniques which would inspire many music videos decades later. The music is fantastic, of course, kicking off with A Hard Day's Night, playing in the background of the opening scene as the band evades their rabid fans, chasing them down the streets, which was heavily parodied in the first Austin Powers movie. Other songs include Can't Buy Me Love, I Should Have Known Better, and I Love Her, and If I Fell. These musical sequences are mostly the band performing their songs, or the songs being played in the background during montages. Their TV concert is a lot of fun as they look like they're having a blast performing, and the reactions from the fans are great. While the screenplay is rather simple, it's still very amusing seeing the Fab Four getting into some of these random predicaments and slapstick situations. It also shows the band going through some of their new challenges that come with their fame, such as responding to fan mail every night, dealing with strict managers, always being in a recording studio or hotel room, and giving some interesting answers during interviews. There are a lot of funny bits throughout, dealing with Paul's grandfather and the band harassing passengers on the train to London. There's some great visual humor and improv from the band as well. It can get quirky and even a little weird at some times, like John taking a bubble bath. The cast stars John Lennon, the guitar player and vocalist, Paul McCartney, the bass player and vocalist, George Harrison, the guitar player, Ringo Starr, the drummer, Wilfrid Brambell as John McCartney, Paul's grandfather, known as a clean old man and con man, and Norman Rossington as Norm, the Beatles' manager. The film was nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Best Screenplay and Best Score. A Hard Day's Night is a must-see film for any Beatles enthusiast or any fan of music or cinema in general. Number-wise, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of A-list approved. That's right, it gets the A-list seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/West Troop A-List. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter, the Instagram, and Letterboxd at West A-List. Until next time, Troop out.